Morning, sir.
Morning. Morning, sir.
Can I get a taxi?
No, thank you.
Josh?
With you.
On his way out. Walking, no wheels.
I've got him. Hello?
Buttons and bows.
Yeah, all right. We don't need a comedian. We can see him.
Come on, Tim. Go now.
He's coming out of the hotel now.
Right. You slow down. I'll see you later.
Okay, be careful. He's heading for the shops. Out for a bit of a stroll. So just stay awake and don't relax on him, even though you can't see him.
So where is he?
Just walking, carvers on it. Key?
Use these.
The receptionist. Has she been properly briefed?
Of course she has. Both her and the manager.
Then why is she staring at me as if I'm a wally on the thief?
It's all right.
Is it?
Yes. So don't worry about it.
I do worry about it. This is a priority surveillance number. If it's blown Burnside's gonna nail my nuts to the wall.
Okay.
It's gotta be better than okay, Alistair. Because if some little bird behind a desk is gonna purse her lips and gather up her nickel eggs every time we want to suss out a room, we are in trouble.
All right, I'll tell her again. I'll talk to her.
Yes, you do that.
Can I help you?
No thanks.
We're being seen to, thanks.
Oh.
£100 a night, eh?
About that. And that's without breakfast.
All right for some. What's this?
It's a private bar.
I know that. You know something? I hate the smell of too much money. Especially if it's bent. And especially if it belongs to someone else. All this. Handmade shoes, handmade shirts. 300 guinea suits staying in this place. All proof of what this bastard made out of arms dealing.
But the wrong proof.
Yes.
Well, you can hardly expect him to leave the real proof lying around now, can you? Some mortar shells in the wardrobe, a couple of Kalashnikov AK-47s under the bed. Is that what you want, Ted?
It'll do for starters.
It's them two. They've been in about half a dozen times this week already.
And I'm not going to deal. Not anymore. CID can deal. Except I can't find anybody.
Well, you won't. They're all out on the surveillance.
Oh, great. So what am I going to do about them two, then? Look, they don't only keep popping in, you know. They keep phoning up as well. They just won't go away.
What do they want?
The carbine, that's what they want. It was nicked about 10 days ago outside their front door. Ford Sierra, about 4 years old. Keys left in the ignition. We didn't realise it was missing till it was too late. You know that old story.
Well, in this area, that all adds up to an unsolvable crime. It's not even worth screening.
Well, I know that. But try telling them.
Nah, you try.
Here we are, sir. Hope you're enjoying your stay with us, sir. And if there's anything we can...
Everything's fine, thank you.
You will tell me, won't you, if I'm overdoing the politeness bit?
I will. You're overdoing it.
And there's been no news at all?
No, I'm afraid not.
That's a shame, because it'll be what, 12 days?
Yes.
12 days since the car was stolen.
Yes, well, as we've already explained to you, the recorded level of autocrime in this area is fairly high, so...
Only we haven't been idle. We have been doing a bit of looking ourselves, haven't we?
Yeah. How do you mean?
Well, just looking around the area. You know, garages, workshops, side streets, out of the way spots where someone might have left it, that sort of thing.
It's all right to do that, isn't it? Even though we've reported the theft.
Well, yes.
You see, it's such a good car. It's never let us down.
No.
And when you get a car that's never let you down, which is
It's
rare
rare
these
these
days,
days.
we just don't want to lose it, do you? I mean, we're not being sentimental about a car, don't think that. Too sensible for that.
Yes, of course. Well, as I've already said, it's not been found in this area. But there are neighbouring divisions who've got a fairly healthy clear-up rate as far as the theft of motor vehicles are concerned.
And the Isle of Wight. That car's been backwards and forwards to the Isle of Wight. We never had any trouble on the ferry. All that salt, sea spray, no problems. Starts first time. Always has. All weathers. Yeah, that car's been a good mate. Real friend.
And that's why we don't mind searching for it.
No. Fine. Well, as...
And we'll try not to mind too much if it's been knocked about a bit when you find it. We expect that. We know these sort of things often happen, don't we?
Yes.
But we can soon put that right. It'll hurt, but we don't mind just so long as we get it back. Because no other car will do for us, only that one. We just want our own car back.
Please.
You shall go to the ball.
So, where did he go?
Nowhere.
Did he go into a shop? Did he buy anything?
No.
Did he talk to anyone?
No.
Did he collect anything?
Nothing.
Well, what did he do then?
Just the same as he did yesterday. He walked round the block, then round another block, and he looked in a couple of shop windows.
And he went nowhere near a public phone box?
No.
I wonder what he's up to. Ellison said he didn't make any calls from the hotel, and nobody rung in either. Nothing?
Nothing. Have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, kettle's full.
So,
Do us one, will you?
I wonder what he's up to.
Now, that's what we'd all like to know. Right?
right.
I mean, from what you've been telling me, the man's paying £100 a night for the privilege of walking around the block and looking in a few shop windows.
Perhaps he's looking for crumpet.
What is money? He don't have to buy at street level.
He can afford to have the cream of the working girls sent up to him. Well, maybe he prefers it rough.
I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, Ted, it's not even our target, it's someone else's. I've got things to do, jobs to wrap up.
Me too.
And Alistair, I mean, he's got a full workload. I mean, it seems to me we've got most of Sunhill's CID on this little lark, and what for?
The man's rich, right? And why is he rich? The illegal shipment of arms and explosives to a lot of banana people.
He hasn't had a conviction for 8 years.
He moved a half a dozen howitzers once. 155mm howitzers. 6 of them. He moved them out of Yugoslavia, across Western Europe, and out to Banana Land. Crated up as combined harvesters. How about that?
Amazing. He still hasn't been done for 8 years.
And you know why? Because nothing's been proved in 8 years. That's why. Do you mean to tell me that that man is not still working? That he's over here for the good of his health?
No, look, all I'm saying is...
That man, Patrick Ronald Rouse, is the subject of special reports from nearly every crime intelligence centre in the country.
Yes, I know that, but if they couldn't get a case against him in 8 years, what chance have we got?
Look, our brief is to watch and wait, night and day, okay? You may not be the only ones. That man has enemies.
And if he does a deal while he's here, do we hit him?
Well, of course we hit him.
And if he doesn't?
Well, we let him go, of course.
Two of us could handle this particular surveillance, Ted, and you know it. But instead, we've got to sit here round the clock, mob-handed. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. It's Burnside. He just wants the arrest to take place here and nowhere else. He's got two fingers up to all the crime squads and all the other surveillance teams across the country, just because he wants to make this one his own. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. Now what do you want to do? Argue about it?
A double room? For how many nights? Thank you. Perhaps you'd like to write and confirm. Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
That courier, he brought this?
Yeah.
So where's the name? There's no name on it.
Can't you read? It says to be collected.
And do you usually have packages delivered here without an addressee's name on it?
Not usually, no.
So where's your copy of the advice note?
The what?
The courier's receipt.
He said there was nothing to sign.
Have you got another envelope like this?
Yeah, in the stationery cupboard.
Thanks.
Hey!
Excuse me, ladies. Right, grub up. Don't eat it all at once. Save some for supper.
Supper? Do you mean to say we've got to spend another poxy night in this place?
Why not? You brought your wash bag, haven't you? And you're in good company.
Bloody hell. I'll second that. Look, I've got an oversexed wife waiting for me at home.
What you need is a domestic backup. An oversexed lodger.
Tosh?
Yeah, receiving.
Could be something on the move. So if Ted Roach is there, tell him I need him over here, now.
And this arrived when?
About half an hour ago.
And Rouse, where's he now? Still in his room?
Yeah.
And the car's in the car park?
All accounted for, according to the doorman. Of course, we can't account for those in the street. So we could have them checked out.
No. Now, have you written down the serial numbers?
Yep.
I'll put it back. Could be anything. Car, van, truck, anything.
I know. Then again, could be nothing to do with this operation whatsoever. Keep smiling.
Hey. Steady number, eh?
Yeah, would be. Except for the way some of these daft buggers park and leave their cars.
Mr. Rouse, room 610. You didn't arrive by car, did you?
No.
You know how you came then?
I think you arrived by taxi. I've seen you before, sir. A couple of times. Are you with
the Department of Trade and Industry?
Anything?
No, just old Ted gearing up the security man.
So what about the man's phone? Were you doing a listening somewhere?
Well, nothing that elaborate. Cheers. The hotel switchboard is logging the calls. But there's one small problem, though.
What's that?
He's not using the phone.
£100 a night and he's stuck in there on his own, eh? Making no real contact with the outside world. Even with his money, he must be waiting for something. Or someone.
Ah, Yorkie. I meant to tell you, your friends rang back, Mr. and Mrs. Booth.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they wanted to have a chat with you, but I told them you were busy.
Oh, cheers, Sarge. Appreciate that.
They wanted to ask your permission.
To do what?
Advertise. But they didn't want to cut across your process of investigation.
What do you mean, advertise?
Advertise, you know, like big letters on one of those cards in a newsagent's window, you know, the sort of thing. Much loved car, lost answers to the name of Ginger.
I thought their car was blue.
All right, then, Corky. Anyway, they're going to ring you back, make sure it's all right with you, OK?
Sarge, hang on a minute, Sarge. Sarge, hang on. Are they taking the mickey or what? Because I've had just about enough of that couple. I mean, I've had them up to here. What is the matter with them? Morning, noon and flipping night to keep on at me. And what is it they're making such a song and dance about? A piece of tin and plastic with a wheel at each corner, that's all it is. A boring flipping Sunday noddy car.
Yorkie, your powers of description amaze me.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, sir. Can I help you?
You seem to work long hours.
Me? Well, we're a bit short-staffed at the moment, sir. It means we all have to do a bit extra. Is there anything I can get you?
Yes, matches.
Of course.
Thanks.
Hey! What time is it?
8:10.
Morning.
I suppose you've no idea how long you people are going to be here?
No, love, no idea.
Only it would be nice to return to normal.
So what's normal?
That Mr. Rouse. What exactly has he done?
As far as we can tell, love, nothing.
So, who booked in with a car last night?
Last night?
Yes, B939NLA. And you should see the way they park the bloody thing.
No one booked in with a car last night. I know, I was here.
I don't have enough to do. I mean, look at that. Look at the way he's parked it. Not in between the white lines, on the bloody things. And you say no one's left any keys?
No.
Yes, sir.
Is PC Smith on duty today?
Yes, sir, yes.
Is he here in the building?
Yes.
Then we'd like to see him if you don't mind.
I mean, it could be bent, could be straight, or it could be someone we know it apart for the night.
But it worries you.
A bit. That and those keys being left. Who's checking it out?
Tosh.
Right, I better get back.
Alistair, Burnside sent us a message.
Saying we can all go home.
No, we stay where we are.
Yes, well, there's going to have to be a change around soon. Rouse spoke to me last night, wondering why I was working such long hours. And he's no fool, we know that. He only has to eyeball one of us in this whole business.
Well, old friends of Rouse's, non-accomplices, have moved into a hotel in Southampton near the dawn.
And?
Well, Burnside said that the room was turned over carefully. The name of this hotel was found written on a scrap of paper there. And Rouse's room number.
I thought Patrick Rouse only had enemies.
That Ford Sierra. They've done a check. No such number plates.
Are you sure it's your car?
Yes.
Of course we're sure. I mean, it's got a different number plate on it.
But we know it. We'd know it anywhere. And it's so clean. Someone seems to have given it a good clean and polish. We were expecting it to be so...
Did you approach the vehicle?
No, we thought we'd better not. We got our keys with us. We always carry a spare set with us, just in case. But we thought we'd better not, because of fingerprints and all that.
Where did you say the vehicle is?
In a hotel car park in Faraday Street.
Right. We best take a look at it now, hadn't we?
That package we dummied up, where is it?
Oh, I meant to tell you. Well, to ask you, but I couldn't find it. I hope it's all right. It's been collected.
Who by?
Well, by Mr. Rouse. Well, he said it was for him.
So where is Rouse?
He's in his room. He's packing. He's paid his bill. He's booked out.
I reckon he's leaving any time now. Over?
Right, got it. We'll go for it, shall we? We'll go for lift-off.
Hey!
is. That's our car over there.
I'm just popping inside. I'll see you in a minute, love.
You sure? You sure everything's all right?
Look, why don't you just...
I'm afraid there's been a mistake.
A mistake, sir?
Yes, these are not mine after all. Bye, I enjoyed the stay.
What are you doing here?
Bloody fool, I'm sorry. Push. With it. Get on the table, you tell him it's blown over.
What's the matter? What's up? What's going on?
Alistair?
Excuse me,
Alistair here, over.
is this your car?
Yes.
Then would you mind moving it?
But I
Just move it, sir. Thank you.
So what the hell's going on, Greg?